The sun, the source of warmth and light, but for some, it is a silent predator. Skin cancer is a life-threatening condition caused primarily by prolonged exposure to sun rays. For persons with albinism, whose skin lacks melanin, it is not just a risk, it is an inevitability. People with albinism are up to 1,000 times more vulnerable to UV damage. In many parts of Africa, people with albinism lack access to basic health care, including sunscreen and early skin screening. It is a crisis hidden in plain sight. During the 2024 International Albinism Awareness Day, held in Ho in the Volta region of Ghana, it was observed that many persons with albinism are engaged in farming or petty trading. Consequently, out of the 150 participants, 96 had various skin conditions that required medical attention. Additionally, awareness regarding skin cancer was low, as some of them were treating it with local medicines. Engage Now Africa has been a crucial source of support for persons with albinism for years, providing essential aid where existing systems lack. Their interventions include health screenings, educational initiatives covering the complete surgical expenses for people with albinism diagnosed with skin cancer, and distributing protective gear, including sunscreen, wide-brimmed hats, and sunglasses. ENA has become a lifeline for many persons with albinism in Ghana.
Over the past 9 years, Engage Now Africa has been able to engage into several activities towards the welfare of persons with albinism. One of these interventions initiated is the Skin Cancer Screening Awareness Campaign. In 2022 and 2024, Engage Now Africa organized the skin cancer screening activities for the International Albinism Awareness Day creation. This was to identify persons with albinism suffering from skin cancer. About 250 persons with albinism were screening during these days, out of which we had about 17 biopsies taken, and then 28 skin cancer suspected cases. 5 were BCC, whilst 23 were SCC. Out of these cases identified, 15 were successfully treated, be it from surgeries, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, cryotherapy, and many others. For the prevention of skin cancer among persons with albinism, Engage Now Africa has been able to donate about 7,000 bottles of sunscreens, about 500 plus of wide brim hats, about 70 pieces of UV protected umbrellas, and then 500 plus sunglasses, including 100 pieces of long sleeve shirts for persons with albinism. This is to enable them to protect themselves from prevent skin cancer. We believe that working together will help prevent skin cancer among persons with albinism. Hereby, we want all policymakers and stakeholders should come together or come on board with Engage Now Africa to help prevent skin cancer among persons with albinism. We want the NHIS authority to list the sunscreen on the NHIS drug list so that persons with albinism can have access to it at everywhere they find themselves, be it the CHIPS compound, the health centers, the health post, or even the pharmacies or chemical shops, so that they can use these in their daily lives to prevent skin cancer. Also, we want the government or policymakers from the educational sector permit persons with albinism to wear long sleeves or under their uniforms, so that when they expose themselves to the sun, they can prevent skin cancer. It is important for us also to let skin cancer among persons with albinism be known by every person. So we believe that awareness creation is key. Policymakers should also support Engage Now Africa so that the awareness and sensitization campaign that is ongoing can also move throughout the whole of this country and also Africa.
Me to me nyanko no mofu say me pacho ewia no enye maye. Pacho me so anu na me ko ewia mu saa. Nti me benya skin cancer. Skin cancer so yare bone. Me ko ye surgery, plastic surgery. Me doctor ye doctor Ampoma me ye 2 times. Enye sika ketwa. Na fofo sabaye. Esabaye no na last be me ko ba bi se na me share Engage Now Africa. Omo ye the best. Me ji omo di pa. Omo ye omo ejuma. Omo sum nyame nti omo ye ejuma ma nyame. Na omo share me no omo ko ye me surgery wo Medafi. Omo ye me first one na bisa baye. Na omo san ye me second one. Omo ye ade pa omo hwe me bibia hospital sika me didie me bibia omo hwe me. Still omo da so hwe me pa so. Engage Now Africa. Omo ye best.
I had an encounter with skin cancer. When I started schooling, I was living my normal life because my parents has no knowledge about albinism. So I was living my normal life. So when I started schooling, I was not wearing anything to protect my skin because the school I was going, our uniform was like short sleeve. So always passing through the sun. So it got to a point and I started seeing small sores. Went for a program, and during the program they had like skin cancer test. So I was texted and was told that I have skin cancer. That small sores, is skin cancer. So I need to treat it before it gets worse. So after I was diagnosed of skin cancer, Engage Now Africa came to my aid. They paid the surgery. So I went for the surgery and everything was successful. What I have to tell my fellow PWAs, which is persons with albinism, that to have skin cancer is not easy and the treatment is very expensive. So I would tell everybody, any persons with albinism, that when you are going out, make sure you apply your sunscreen, wear protective clothes, long sleeve trouser, like hat that will protect your skin from the sun rays. And I thank Engage Now Africa for coming to my aid to help me. Thank you so much and may God bless you.
Nande so ndakala fi ka Engage Africa namtama skin cancer ndan tabla nyanga kadi yela mosma kada zaasa zobo yuma nu kan taba man halkar ta zaasa zobo ka Engage Africa nam kamna ta zang machan Accra antan ma surgeon ka yere pompo garantia kam bien won yul shayu aishetu pompo nya lafi kan nan buna za ma so kan put Engage Africa nam na oni yalga bo bomma na on cha yu ndana ka batata no vo kowa pompo nan buna za larga pompo so pa maya alafi kana mpaya.
In Ghana, people with albinism, particularly those in the rural areas, often depend on small-scale businesses and farming, exposing them to intense sunlight. Without sunscreen, skin cancer looks like an inescapable fate. Advocates continue to fight tirelessly for sunscreen to be recognized as an essential medicine, a move that will revolutionize the lives of the albinism community. Nevertheless, challenges remain. We need support to enhance access to education, healthcare, and genuine economic opportunities for persons with albinism in both rural and urban settings.